guys, welcome to Flite Test. I'm Alex and this is TJ.
Hi.
And today we got Waco's.
Waco.
Waco biplanes. Little ultra micro extreme plane from Horizon Hobby. I'm super excited about this, I'm not gonna lie.
They're absolutely gorgeous.
So I told Austin that we should order these to sell in the store. And I told Josh that we should do an episode on it. And it was secretly just because I wanted one.
Yeah.
And I got it!
Both of those guys go out of town and we decided to come out and shoot an episode on them.
So let's get them in the air before we get any further. Let's fly.
Take off, we'll see if you make it.
I've never flown this, by the way.
Yeah.
Here goes nothing. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
Okay, now I have a lot to live up to because that was beautiful.
I already love it. Oh dude, wait till you fly this. Oh my gosh, this is really cool. Okay, so this little guy comes in at 129 bucks, which is honestly, so far for that price, this is a pretty cool plane for 129 bucks. Now, obviously it is super small and light. So that being said, it's going to be a little bit more breakable. It is a fragile, tiny little delicate plane. But that's not to say it can't take minor hits or hard landings, or almost that midair that we just had.
We're flying a little close.
But the cool thing about small planes is you can keep it in the back of your car. If you buy one of these ultra micro planes, specifically from Horizon, keep your box. Yeah. The box is a fantastic carrying case and great for storage. I can almost guarantee if you get rid of your box, your plane is going to break, not necessarily when you're flying it, but probably when you're trying to store it or transport it. The box makes a great carrying case. So that's a little ultra micro extreme pro tip. So what do you think, man?
I really like it, and the cool thing is the AS3X.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't have self-level, but just we're flying in some pretty crazy winds, especially for a little park flyer like this.
Yes.
And it's handling it really, really well. The brushless motor in it has enough power to really battle the wind. Yeah.
It's definitely better than the Cessna. Now the Cessna we flew in the other episode, the 182, it has a 2500 kV brushless outrunner 180. This one has the same size, but it's higher kV. Yeah. This is a 3000 kV. So it gives you a little bit more sport performance. And honestly, like even in this wind, we have 15-mile-an-hour winds today, gusting to about 20. And this little tiny biplane feels right at home. Like you can even do some aerobatics. I'll flip it over inverted right now.
That's a good idea. Oh wow.
It's happy upside down. That's fair to say. With that AS3X, what TJ was mentioning earlier, what AS3X is, it's actually a stabilization mode built into the flight controller. So the flight controllers on these things, they actually look like little bricks, and it has the receiver. It normally has like 2 servos built into it, and an actual flight control board similar to what people use on quadcopters. Now what it's doing on this airplane, AS3X stands for Artificial Stabilization on 3 different axes. So what it's doing, it has gyros and accelerometers on board, and what it will do for you is it compensates for this crazy wind we have today. Like I said, we have 15 to 20 mile-an-hour winds, and this thing feels right at home. Like it does not feel like that much wind on such a small plane. So it allows you to fly in much more windy conditions, and also it just makes the plane fly more scale. Like it looks super smooth. It doesn't get pushed around as much as a plane this size normally would.
Yeah, I would love to fly it on a nice calm day, but I mean it's just flying great right now. Now we are flying this on a Hyperion 2-cell 300 milliamp hour battery.
Yep.
And they recommend 200 to 280, but you know, like I just said, 300, and in the wind it's doing great right now. As far as flight time, what do you think?
I don't know. These are the first batteries that we've put a whole battery all the way through these things. But what we'll do is we'll review the footage and count how long the battery lasted, and we'll put that number on the screen right there.
There it is.
That's the number. That's how long it lasted.
Woo!
For better or for worse.
Wow.
Ooh, wow. So we're getting some serious wind right now.
Holy wow. That dude,
it's definitely, you can see it. It's getting pushed around, but I have complete control still.
Yeah, it's okay. It did go up and down about 5 feet, holding itself there, but it did it.
Now, one difference between this and some other micros, specifically like the 182, which we also shot on the same day, this one just has AS3X. Yeah. The 182 has AS3X, and it also has safe technology built into that. And what that allows you to do is it has features like auto level and bank angle limiters. So when you let go of the sticks with safe technology turned on, it automatically brings your wings to level with the horizon and your nose. So it's correcting on both your pitch and your roll access, and it really helps like with beginners. Now this does not have safe.
More for intermediate advanced pilot.
Yes.
But it's not that it's hard to fly, but it's just
it's just not quite as forgiving. The Cessna also had some like natural self-correcting tendencies, just like real Cessnas do. They're great trainer planes in real life, whereas imagine an actual Waco biplane would be a little bit more of a handful, take a little bit more skill. But that being said, if you are, you know, a little bit beyond beginner level or maybe intermediate to advanced, this thing is fantastic. I just got a thermal. It's like when I just shot like 15 feet in the air. But if you have some more experience, I have a feeling with some calm weather, doing some sport flying, some scale flying, some inverted, some basic aerobatics, wing overs and stuff like that, this thing is going to be a really, really good plane for that.
Speaking of inverted,
I feel like the wind's kind of shifting direction. It's like a crosswind.
Dude, that thing really did just hold inverted really well.
It does, yeah, it's very axial. So this is a 4-channel plane. It has ailerons, elevator, and rudder, and then throttle is your 4th. These ones that we have here at the 129 price point, these are B&F. You'll see that on the box and on the listing.
Bind and fly.
It's bind and fly. Now basically what that means is it comes with the airplane.
That's it.
Nothing else. So you're gonna open the box, you got an airplane and you got a user manual. What that also means is you're gonna need a battery, you're gonna need a charger, and you're gonna need a minimum of a 4-channel transmitter to fly this thing. So that's what B&F is for. It's for people who have already been in the hobby. They have the basics. They might have some 200 to 300 2-cell batteries laying around. They have a transmitter. You can just pick up the bind and fly so you don't get all that extra stuff that you won't use in a ready to fly package. So this thing also comes in at 3.5 ounces, super lightweight.
Very lightweight.
And that being said, considering we're flying in 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, I cannot believe it's flying this well. It's unbelievable. It has a 21.7 inch wingspan, which is honestly a great size. Like I said, these micros, you save your box, put it in your box, keep it in the back of your car. You always have something that's ready to go if you get like an extra 5-10 minutes where you can burn a battery if you're at a park or on your lunch break. This type of plane is great for that, and that's exactly what I've used micros for in the past. All right, what do you say we put these in for landing?
Yeah, I don't have much juice left anyway.
Actually, my battery's dead. All right. Oh, she's down. Watch out.
She's going down!
All right, well that was a blast. Honestly, like pleasantly surprised. We shot this and we also shot the Micro 182 episode, if you guys haven't caught that one yet, today. And both of them surprised me. I was very skeptical coming into today because we did not have good weather. We have 15 mile an hour winds gusting to 20.
Yeah, we thought about rescheduling and
I'm glad we didn't.
Said, let's try it anyway and see what it does. So, man, they did fantastic and they're absolutely beautiful.
Speaking of good looks, like I think that's going to be a demographic that will really enjoy this plane. Somebody who is an aviation enthusiast looking for a scale model with very scale flight characteristics, honestly. So I would say I probably couldn't recommend this for beginners, even though there's probably some beginners out there who could handle this. I would personally recommend somebody with intermediate experience at the minimum to fly this. If it were me and I was a beginner, I'd probably still buy this because it looks so cool, but I wouldn't recommend doing that.
I would be nervous.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't crashed it yet, but I really don't want to, just because.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yep, if you're into scale models and you're an intermediate flyer, want something that you can keep in your trunk, fly it around the park, this might be a good option for you guys. You can pick it up, I believe, it's 129. Right. You can check the link below for that. And thank you guys so much for watching. If it wasn't for you guys, we literally would not be in this park right now flying these awesome airplanes. Can't thank you enough. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.